What's going on, everyone? Dr. Drake here, and welcome to episode 32 of another wine review.
Before we start, make sure to give this video a like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on the content.
Today, we will be reviewing the Bellemare Picpoul de Pinet 2023. Priced at $9.99, it is a solid buy right now and perfect for summertime. We are in the mid-summertime and there is no better white to sip than this varietal. Picpoul de Pinet is located within the Languedoc region of France, specializing in crisp, clean, well-textured, citrus-driven white wines, all from the Picpoul grapes. Pinet is the town where the grapes are grown. So, ultimately, you have Picpoul, the grape of the Pinet region. The climate here is Mediterranean, which is apparent because this region is located along the Mediterranean Sea. Long, hot summers and mild winters help Picpoul grapes reach proper phenolic ripeness. I can't wait to share this wine with you guys, so let's go wine tasting on the couch.
Alright guys, you know what we do here. We're ready to sniff the wine, look at the wine, taste the wine, and then we have a food pairing like always. And then I'll give you my final review on the wine itself. So remember, we do have the Bellemare Picpoul de Pinet from the Languedoc-Roussillon region of the country of France. So let's inspect the color of this wine. Alright, so the color of the wine is a light yellow with a little bit of greenish hints on the rim. As I inspect the color, really nice color, perfect for Picpoul, and this is exactly what Picpoul is supposed to look like. So let's give the wine a sniff. Wine smells really good. Side note, I've never had a bad Picpoul, or a Picpoul I didn't even really care for. This is one of my favorite summertime whites. And it's midsummer right now, so it's perfect for the sunshine. 80, 90 degree weather, depending on where you live. But Picpoul has always been one of my favorite summertime whites. Yep, nose smells really nice. We're talking apple. I would say, more of a green apple than anything. A little bit of floral notes as well coming through. Some like white flowers for sure. There's even a little bit of a like a saline component almost, which it makes complete sense because of where Picpoul de Pinet is located on the map. It's very close to the Mediterranean Sea, so it gets a lot of that influence from the Mediterranean Sea. A really nice nose, honestly. I mean, the price is only $10, and this is pretty much kind of how much Picpoul averages, around that $10 to like $15 range. I think I might have only seen one above that price range personally, but most of them stay under that $15 price range, which is what I love about Picpoul. It's budget friendly, it tastes really good, and it's refreshing. It's perfect for summertime, like I said. So, yeah, love the nose. So let's give it a whirl. Wow. That's pretty good. I will say, just give me 1 second. I'll give you my opinion here after I take this other sip. But wow. Okay. That was a much better second sip. The first sip just immediately attacked me with those green apple, sharp acid, even like almost like dumping like table salt on my mouth too. Like that strong saline component really came through. But I think my mouth just had to, like my palate and my mouth just had to adjust a little bit. The second sip was just so much better. It was a lot more calming. The saline component still came through. The acidity still came through. But it was much more calming, which is what I loved about it. The first sip, I could see why, like, if anybody took, like, the first sip of this wine and be like, oh boy, that was, like, not pleasant at all. The second sip was so much better. So much better. I really liked the second sip so much better. And I really do enjoy this wine, too. I mean, for $10, you get those green apples. You get those that saline component. The acid is medium plus for sure. I'm even salivating. Like the first sip, I was salivating. That's why I'm like, you got to give me a second so I can do this second sip. I was salivating so much that I wanted a second sip, and that comes down to how high the acid is in the wine. But this wine craves food. We're talking anything with shellfish, so oysters, clams, mussels, West Coast and East Coast oysters. Probably more West Coast more than East Coast, but both would work. You don't have to be picky, both would work. Seafood, any type of seafood, any type of fish, any type of poultry, chicken, turkey could work with this as well. A nice fresh salad could work with this. If you did like a shrimp salad, that would go perfect with it, with even like a balsamic lemon vinaigrette. Oh my god, chef's kiss. I mean, you can drink this by itself for sure, but I definitely think you should pair it with food just because of the acid and the saline components for sure. So I have spring rolls, and then I have one of my favorite rolls for sushi, and that is a dragon roll. I love dragon rolls. They are my absolute favorite. I love the crab meat inside with the eel, and then they have the avocado wrapped on top of it. And actually, where I got this from, they even have a little bit of the eel on top of it as well. Never seen that before. Normally where I do get it, they just have the avocado and then the eel in, but they have the eel inside and on the outside. So I'm really curious about how this is going to taste. First, we're going to try it with the spring roll, and then we have the sauce as well. A little bit of spiciness from the sauce. Spring roll is delicious. I probably wouldn't say so much for that pairing. The spring roll and the Picpoul would be fine, but I think dipping the spring roll in the sauce, because it has that little bit of spiciness, kind of threw off the wine. Now, spiciness is great when it is paired with the right wine. So if this wine just had a little bit of sweetness, even if it was like just like a tiny amount of sweetness where you can still taste at least somewhat sweet, then it'd be perfect with it, because sweet and spicy go so well together. But this wine is not sweet. This wine is dry. So I wouldn't recommend pairing this with anything that is spicy. Let's try the dragon roll. I do my best every once in a while. Any type of sushi, which is, like I said, what we have, is perfect with Picpoul. That helped complement it a lot better. The sushi actually goes really well and helps complement the wine. And the wine complements the food as well. So the spring roll could work, just don't add anything spicy with it. And this dragon roll worked perfectly with it. I absolutely 100% would recommend this wine to You can pick this up at your local fine wine and good spirits. Like I said, the wine is only $10. Look for it. Usually in the front is where the wine will be at. If you can't find it, again, ask your local wine specialist. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to please give it a like, share with all your friends, leave a comment if you really liked it, and then make sure you subscribe, because you can then stay tuned to spread knowledge one sip at a time.